3 objectives for lesson 3.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
Amazing. And they are learning some new notes. We've learned A and G in previous lessons. Today we're going to learn a couple of new notes, C and D. So that's the first objective.
Lovely,
learning new
number
notes. Second objective is those notes will be played on a different string to the notes we played in the earlier lessons.
Right.
So that means we're going to have 2 strings live, as it were, 2 strings to play now, and we'll need to change from one string to another. So then we'll need to develop some techniques to control those. That's called string crossing.
String crossing, so that's our second objective.
That's the second objective. And the third objective is, as ever, putting it all into practice to prove that we've got some knowledge, we've understood it, and we can, actually play with it. The later exercises in this lesson will be performance-based, it's playing some rock grooves, using not only the notes that we've learned in this lesson, which are D and C, but adding in the notes that we've learned, so we kind of get this progressive thing.
Absolutely, building up step by step. Everything we learn, we're using again, so we're practicing and practicing and practicing.
Yeah, otherwise we'll forget it. So let's put it all in and use all the notes we've got. So the notes we learned previously were A and G, so the final objective for today's lesson is playing rock grooves using A and G and D and C. You up for that?
D and C. Okay, well let's start. What should we start with? Let's start with note C first of all.
Yep, let's start with playing the note of C, which we'll play with our first finger of our left hand. There you go.
First finger, left hand.
Very good, very good. And that's on the 3rd fret.
1, 2, 3, yes.
Well done.
And which string? For me, it's that one.
That's called, do you remember the name of the string?
A.
It's the A string. Very good, Natalie. Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
first finger, index finger of left hand, fretting a C on the 3rd fret of the A string. The A string is the 3rd string, so not the thickest string, which is the 4th string, the E string. The next string, the 3rd string, which is the A string.
Okay, and because you play it left-handed, it's obviously flipped around for me, but that's still the 3rd string.
Still the 3rd string.
3rd string. So 1, 2, 3 for me, 1, 2, 3 for you.
Yeah.
All right.
First finger, and that's a C.
Let me hear it.
You ready for this?
I'm ready. That's the C.
There you go, that's a C. So what we'll do is we'll use the Gigajam media files to practice playing a C using quarter notes. We learned about quarter notes in the very first lesson, dividing a bar up into 4 quarters.
All right. So should we go straight in with the music?
Yeah.
Or would you like to watch the video first?
Let's have a look at the video.
Okay.
I fancy watching a video today.
All right, I'll just click on the first icon there for the video.
Thank you. Let's see how this looks.
So this is exercise 1.
Yeah.
Quarter notes.
On C. Very nice.
Yeah, he's looking very relaxed, isn't he?
He's looking very relaxed, you're right, yeah. It's not as easy as it looks always. That's why you've got to practice it over and over.
Exactly.
So that it looks easy.
And a very small amount of movement there as well. Almost like he was doing nothing at all.
Almost as if he was miming. Which he wasn't. So to prove that, let me have a go now and do that. I'll play that exercise live. 4 quarter notes on C, using my first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, which is the 3rd string. Here it goes. 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's it.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, well, let's do that with the extractor now, so you've got a bit more behind you.
Thank you.
No problem. So I don't mean to distract you, but talk us through what you're doing as you're playing.
I'm having fun playing with the virtual band.
Yeah.
I'm playing exercise 1. Just playing 4 quarter note C, using my first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, which is the 3rd string. A lot of information there, a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to do what we observed on the video clip. Stay in the groove, very consistent, no movement, saving all my energy for concentration. So I play all the notes on time and in time. And keep going.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you to stop now.
Okay.
Because we've obviously got more exercises to play.
We have. So that was playing what in this lesson is a new note, C. So we're not content with just learning one new note.
Oh no, let's push it on.
Let's learn another one. It's not dissimilar to what we did in the previous lesson where we learned to play 2 notes, A and G.
Yeah.
The A was at the 3rd fret and the G was at the 5th fret. Sorry, it's the other way around. The A was at the 5th fret and the G was at the 3rd fret. And so now we're doing pretty much the same thing, but up on the A string, we just learned this new note C on the 3rd fret, and we're going to learn another new note, which is called D, and that's on the 5th fret. But I'll just move my finger up as we did before.
All right, so always with the first finger.
At the moment, yeah, that's all we're doing.
Yep, counting it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's our new note, that's D, so we're playing a D with the first finger on the 5th fret of the A string. Shall I give it a try?
Let me hear what it sounds
like that. So there's our new note, D.
Yeah.
And the exercise will give us the opportunity to practice that. We've got the video clip and then the extractor, the usual process. So shall we have a look at the video clip?
Okay.
That sounds good.
I'm pushing that icon for you right now.
Thank you. And that'll open up and show us a good illustration of quarter note Ds on the 5th fret.
And obviously we've got the diagram there as well on screen of where the red dot is, just in case you didn't get our description.
And you've got the manuscript there, the notation showing you where D lives on the stave, on the middle line.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? The sort of placing of the notes and things like that, reading, actually being able to read the music and know where that note is going.
Yeah. It's a good thing about Gigajam, it's kind of got this, they call it multi-sensorial learning, where they show you, they present the information in lots of different ways. Of course, there's the text, which you can read. There are fingerboard diagrams.
Yeah.
There's the video. There's the conventional music notation, the music writing, the language musicians use. And of course, they've got you and I sat here demonstrating things. So some people work better with language, some people work better with pictures, some people work better with images. So you can access the knowledge and the information in whichever way you're more comfortable and familiar with.
Okay. Would you like to play it with the extractor?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll play the exercise 2, which is playing a D using my first finger on the 5th fret of the A string.
All right. On the count of 3 then.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Thank you.
Those are our 4 clicks, no problem. So this is the D note.
On
5th fret, A string.
Very good, very impressive.
I've been paying attention, Terry. I've been paying attention.
I'm having a good time just playing.
You're in the zone, aren't you?
Yeah, in the groove. Trying to get that consistency and that accuracy, make sure all my notes are on time and in time, a good length and a good sound.
How do you ensure like a clean sound, you know, when you're striking the strings?
Yeah, I'm hitting it quite proactively.
Yeah.
My hand's not moving, but of course my finger's getting good purchase on the note.
And you're not having to look at that note, are you, when you're striking, because you know where it is now?
Yeah, you kind of, I mean, obviously the more practice you do, you build up a kind of a kinesthetic sense of feel for where things are. Like you do, you know, your awareness of everything else around you. As you do something habitually, you know, over and over, the band's quit.
The band stopped.
Good. So that was playing 4 quarter notes on D, as you rightly said, with the first finger fretting on the 5th fret of the A string. What are we going to do now?
I've got a sneaking suspicion.
You know how we do things here at Gigajam?
We take one bit, we take another bit, and then we add it up
Stick
together.
them together, yeah. So we'll do that now with the next exercise, which is exercise 3, which is playing both those notes, C and D. 1 bar of each, 4 quarter notes of C and 4 quarter notes of D. So let's remind ourselves what's happening. 4 quarter notes of C, we're only using the first finger.
Yeah.
We're only using 1 string, that's the 3rd string, the A string.
That one
Very
there.
good. So 4 quarter notes on C, and then on the 3rd fret, and then shift up to the 5th fret to play 4 quarter notes on D. So we know where both those notes are on both locations. It's a question of the movement from one to the other, making sure we get that nice and smooth and even and flowing, and keep time and keep pace with the band.
And are you sliding along the string, or are you taking your finger off and then replacing it at the point you want?
Yeah, this issue comes up a lot, especially with technology like this, which is recording often what we're doing. When we look back at our performance in the analyzer, if we've slid from like that, you can hear there's a note in between.
Yeah.
So the extractor and the analyzer will interpret that as my poor attempt at playing another note in between, which I shouldn't have done. So I'll probably just avoid doing that and do this.
So 2 very clean sounding notes there.
Yeah, so if you hit it, I'll go and we'll demonstrate the exercise.
Alright, this is exercise 3, playing both C and D. So 4 quarter notes on C and then 4 quarter notes on D.
Great.
Very good.
And there it is.
So that's something I'm going to let you keep on playing.
Okay, thank you.
I'm going to let you keep playing on into the break.
Until the sun goes down.
Well, no, until we come back for part 2.
Okay.
Which will be happening in just a few minutes' time as we go to this break. Join us back here for part 2 when Terry will have stopped playing C and D and we'll be moving on to our future learning objectives.